Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Sunday, May 12th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. Happy Mother's Day 2024. We got the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners, the last game in the set. Yesterday was depressing, so hopefully today will be a little bit better for the Mariners. Let's kick on the music and the starting lineups, and then we'll get to first pitch here in roughly 10 minutes. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Let's get it, baby. All right, baby. And on the thumb, on the left, Alex Wood. And on the right, Julio Rodriguez. And I had to incorporate a little Happy Mother's Day graphic on the thumb for every holiday that we have. We usually do this for Mother's Day, obviously Thanksgiving and Christmas, and a few others. Now let's tap in first to the visiting Oakland Athletics. Leading off for the Athletics, the former Mariner, second baseman, Abraham Toro. Batting second, playing first base for the Athletics, Tyler Nevin. Batting third for Oakland, playing center field, J.J. Bleday. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, left fielder Brent Roca. Batting fifth, catching for Oakland, Shea Langeliers. Batting sixth, DHing for the Athletics this afternoon, J.D. Davis. Batting seventh and playing right field for Oakland, Lawrence Butler. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Max Schumann. And batting ninth, playing third base for the A's, Brett Harris. And on the mound for the Athletics with a 1-2 record, ERA of 5.30, Alex Wood. And let's get into the home Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, playing shortstop this afternoon, Demo Dylan Moore. Batting second and playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Batting third and playing right field, Mitch Haniga. Batting fourth and DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting fifth and playing second base for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Batting sixth and playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting seventh and playing third base for the Mariners, Luis Urias. Batting eighth, playing catcher tonight, Sebi Zavala. And batting ninth, playing left field this afternoon, Sam Haggerty. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 3-5 record, ERA of 3.35, started off the year 0-4, is starting to pick up the pace, Luis Castillo. Let's go, Mariners. Get it, baby. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Mother's Day. And again, we'll be here just for 2 hours and 30 minutes, watching a little bit of NASCAR Cup Series Darlington as well. and I'm ready to go. Let's get it, baby. I got to take a quick peek here at what's going on. I've been watching it while I was prepping for the thumbnail. Make sure I got this going too. Hopefully I can bring this up. There we go. Let's go here. Looks like my phone is at 49%. I think I'm good now. All right, baby. I think we're locked and loaded. First pitch is going to be here in just a couple minutes. Let's get it. Matt in the building. What's good? Daniel in the building. What's good? Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. And I know, since it is Mother's Day, that it might be a little bit lighter today. But again, I'm a grinder. I'm always going to work. Birthdays, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm always going to be grinding. There'll still be plenty of time to spend time with family and friends. But again, when you got dreams, right, and you got goals, you have to grind, right? If it was easy to be able to get your dreams to come true, everyone would do it. So again, I'm here. Happy Mother's Day. And again, hopefully we can get a dub to complete this day. The Oakland Athletics with a 19-22 record going against the Seattle Mariners with a 21-19 record, 12-9 at home. Alex Wood, 8 starts, 1-2 record with a 5.30 ERA going against my guy, Luis Castillo. And, Luis hasn't been, very good this season, especially starting off 0-4. But considering he was 0-4, right? And since then, he's been 3-1. It's a big lift for the Mariners. And his ERA is down to 3.35. And then hopefully after tonight or this afternoon, we can get that just under 3, either at this start or the following start. Let's go, Mariners. Go, baby. Like we're in lap 95 of 293 in Darlington. Definitely will be keeping up with that as well as some of the NHL action that'll be happening, obviously, later this afternoon. Let's go, baby. All right, I'm going to go grab my drink here real quick, and I'll be back in 1 second. Let's go. Yeah, we got to bounce back today, definitely. And I always love Sundays, throughout the year. We got some beautiful weather here in Oregon. It's about 10 to 12 degrees cooler than it was the last 2 days. So we're going to be sitting at a high temperature of around 78 to 80. I think a little bit closer to 80 compared to like 90, 91 is what we had the last couple days. And usually when it gets to that temperature, depending on if you have AC or not, it gets a little uncomfortable, and we don't have our AC plugged in yet. We usually will wait till like maybe June, July, August to be able to have it on since it costs so much to run it. But, I got 2 big fans in here, ran those the last 2 nights. I got a little one on me here right now. And again, we went for a really early walk, me and Paisley, for whatever reason, maybe just because it was Mother's Day and knowing that we had an early set that I would have to prepare a little bit earlier. But we were up at like 6:30, 7 a.m. So I was like, I guess we'll just go early to the park, and hopefully the neighbors that live nearby, if they hear me shooting around 8:39, it's not too early for them. But definitely got some time, to shoot some threes and shoot some free throws, and got to be able to take a long walk with Paisley after this game is over. We'll go for another afternoon walk and enjoy this beautiful weather that we have here in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon. But I want to make sure we get this dub before we start a brand new set with the Kansas City Royals. Royals are a little bit better than anticipated, I believe, this year. So hopefully we can come out strong. And this isn't our best lineup, too. If you notice, no Hollywood Josh Rojas. So they might, have him, pinch hit late in the game in like the 7th, 8th, or 9th. But when you only have one hitter that's batting over 300 and then you decide to give him a day off, this is what the Mariners are looking like right now. Dylan Moore, 218. Julio, 247. Haniger, 209. Garver, 167. Polanco, 186. France, 242. Urias, 182. Zabala, 185, and Haggerty doesn't even have a hit yet. He's, I believe he's 0 for 9 in the last couple games that he's been, obviously called up since he was injured. Bring back Jonathan Clase. We need some guys that can freaking hit. Let's go. And it's throwback day, obviously. They're in Darlington for NASCAR Cup Series, but I love the NFL on Sundays. And once the NFL season ends, we have NASCAR on Sundays, and I absolutely love it. We only get it, obviously, once a week. Technically, you get Xfinity on Saturday, and then sometimes they have the trucks on Friday. But unless you're like super hardcore, then you're watching all three. For me, I might tune into the trucks, if I am available. But a lot of times, maybe just a couple laps. I'll try to watch a little bit of the Xfinity race, maybe about a quarter of it. But I try to watch every single NASCAR Cup race on Sunday. Give me something to look forward to other than just Mariner baseball. All right, baby. Let's go. We need this. And on the mound for the Mariners, 3-5 record with an ERA of 3.35, Luis Castillo. Let's go, Luis. And leading off for the Athletics, the former Mariner, Abraham Toro. Let's go, baby. First pitch inside. Call the ball. And hopefully we end up getting decent calls here today. Ground ball. Ty France, the flip to Castillo, one away. There we go. I like that. Next up for the Athletics, first baseman Tyler Nevin. And again, on every stream, the goal is to get to 20 likes and hit the 100 in donos. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. Happy Mother's Day, as well as the people watching on YouTube. Pitch is low and inside. 1-0 count. Pitch right there on the corner, on the outside. 1-1 count to Nevin. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Castillo. Chop foul, 1-2 count. How's the weather in Maui today, Matt? Hope you're doing well. And it's been a pretty rough week for us, based on, the grind. And hopefully things will pick up, starting tomorrow, unless we get blessed here today on Mother's Day. Pop up for Nevin, flight out to center, Julio, 2 away. Good defense, Julio. But we definitely can't have a repeat of what we had this last week. I mean, that was really, really rough. Again, likes and subs and views were good, but we were a little bit below the 8 ball, obviously, on the dono side. So hopefully that'll pick up here next week. Good defense, Julio. JJ Bleday with a little base knock to Julio. Uh-oh. Nice single there by JJ Bleday. High fastball. JJ Bleday says, I'm going to smoke that to center field. Next up, left fielder Brent Rooker. Usually for me, money is never really a big issue unless I have bills to pay. When the bills have to be paid, then, we have to really press and whatnot. But again, if the bills don't need to be paid and they're already paid, then we're good to go. But again, you got to be able to, survive, and just at least do the bare minimum. Top of the first, 0-0. Runner at first, 2 away. Brent Rooker in the box, 3 for 8 this series. 0-1 pitch from Castillo to Rooker. Pitch is outside. for a strike, which was clearly a ball, but it looks like this ump is going to give us a little bit of leeway on the outside. Hopefully they call it both ways. And we're 102 laps in of 293 laps at Darlington, which I'm watching right now as well. 0-2 pitch. There we go, baby. Nice job, Louise. Nice job, Castillo. Always a good sign when you can at least get a K or two starting off in the matchup. Obviously, 2 would have been great. 3 would have been phenomenal, but considering his struggles, just to get at least 1 in the first inning is a success. And he didn't give up any runs, so hey, Mariner Moose is loving that. Let's go, baby. Leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the first, shortstop Demo Dylan Moore. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. And batting third, playing right field, Mitch Henniger. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Let's go. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And I know the views are going to be a little limited. It's Mother's Day and whatnot. So we'll try to get to 10. We're already at 6. And then once we get to 10, we'll shoot for 15. And if we don't end up hitting 20 on the likes today, I mean, I get it. It's Mother's Day, but we'll see. You know, you never know. Like I said, a lot of people, do things in the morning, like a breakfast or a brunch. Sometimes people, have an activity that they go and do. Others, don't really do a whole lot, besides just kind of hang out at home or hang out with, the relatives and whatnot. So I imagine there'll be some people popping in here and there. But again, if people are spending time with their mothers, totally get it. But I wanted to make sure I put on the grind. And I'm going to be watching this NASCAR Cup race and this Mariner game anyways. And then we'll be right back at it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Seattle Mariners are hosting the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt Jr., baby. Alex Wood, the lefty. Wild pitch there. Way outside, out the plate. 1-0 count. Let's go, Demo. Demo crushes it foul. 1-1 count. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Athletics and Mariners. Demo is averaging .218, 3 home runs, and 12 ribbies in 2024. Jason in the building. What's good? Yeah, no Josh today, but we're giving him a day off, and obviously we're going to need him for all 3 games against the Royals. But again, hopefully if things are available, maybe we can have Rojas pinch hit in the 7th, 8th, or 9th, depending on what the score is and where we're at. But was really looking forward to having Rojas lead off, and was a little shocked that he wasn't in the lineup, but that's not service for you. We don't got anybody batting 300 besides Rojas. So, and anytime we end up scoring 2 runs or less, out of the 15 times out of like 30 games, 40 games. So we have 40 games played. Hey, Ryan, 40 games played. This will be obviously 41. But out of 40 games played, we have 15 games where we've scored 2 runs or less. You know what our record is in those games? 2 wins and 13 losses. So what that tells me is that we got to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. Otherwise, it's going to be a long fucking year. And we still might be able to get second place behind the Rangers. But the goal for us Mariner fans is to get first place. We don't want the wild card. We want first, right? But we'll take a wild card, over Houston or any other team if we have to battle with somebody. Nice hit there by Demo. But, I mean, that's unexcusable, especially with this pitching staff that we have, top 5. Getting 2 runs or less out of 15 games out of 40 is bullshit. We got to be able to figure things out. Nice single for Demo there. There we go. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We need that bat today, baby. Bring that electricity. Trident's up. We have the slogan, but we're not really hitting a whole lot of homers. Let's go. This would be a beautiful day for Julio to have like a 3-for-4 day or like a 3 for 5 day and crush a homer, because we're probably going to need it, considering this lineup is kind of shitty. If we're just being honest, right? You got Demo and you got Julio, you got Haniger, right? And then Garver and Polanco play good every 4th or 5th game. France, same kind of thing. And then the bottom end of the lineup with Urias, Zavala, and Haggerty, you don't really expect anything. So if they give you something, it's a win, but you don't expect really anything. So hopefully we can find a proper groove with some of these guys. And who knows, maybe Urias, Zavala, and Haggerty will end up being the heroes of the game. Julio, back. One away. Still hasn't found out that home run swing and that home run power. Okay, I think we're feeling it today. Even though he hasn't shown any sign that he can hit one, but we have to believe. I mean, he's on pace for hitting 4 home runs all year. We'd want to make sure that's more than that. Next up, right fielder, Mitch Haniger. And we got to make sure we're capitalizing on all instances when we got guys on base. We don't want to hit into double plays, and we don't want to leave too many stranded, considering when we scored 2 runs or less, our record is 2-13. So regardless if we're at home or on the road. So 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. That's got to be the goal on every single Mariner game. And I've been saying this since Julio's rookie year in 2022. Bottom of the first, 0-0 Athletics and Marinez. Runner at first, Demo, 1 out. 0-2 pitch to Mitch Haniger. Haniger struggling, only 1 for 7 this series. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Come on, man. Demo, Julio, Haniger, Garv, Polanco, France. Come on, man. Somebody's got to do something for us today. Next up, the other Miach DHing today, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Mitch. Maybe we'll get an unexpected home run by Mitch Garver today. Who knows? Pitches inside for a strike. 0-1 count. Garv, 167 average. 4 home runs, 10 ribbies, and he had that magical walk-off. That was probably the best game the Mariners had this season, considering we were down 1-0 and ended up winning that matchup 2-1. Polanco got a base hit. Then obviously Garv came up, boom, shakalaka, just like the photo, and the rest is history. Now we just need more moments like that for us Mariner fans. Big facts. Let's go, Garv. Sweet photo, though. Glad they finally made it available for me to be able to use on the stream. Fouled back, behind in the count 0-2. Hell, at this point, I'm just praying that we get anybody to hit a home run, let alone Julio. I mean, I really want a Julio homer, but fuck, I'll take a homer by anybody in this freaking lineup. Demo's running. Safe. There we go, baby. Demo doing his best J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez stolen base impression. And I like it, baby. Nice jump on that. Demo in there safe. He's in scoring position. Let's go. Let's not waste these opportunities. Go, baby. I got NASCAR Cup Series on here as well. I'm a huge fan of NASCAR Cup. Stage 2, 29 laps in out of 95, and they're 119 laps in out of 293. Reddick, Gibbs, Keselowski, Truex Jr., and Larson are your top 5. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2-2 count to Garv. Come on, baby. Let's go, Mitch. Happy Mother's Day 2024 to everyone watching on YouTube, as well as Twitter/X. Love you guys and appreciate you very, very much. Pitch is high, 3-2 count. And like I mentioned, a couple times during the stream, make sure you're taking care of your mental health. You only got one. Addiction, depression, anxiety. We go through a lot of these things on the daily. People are struggling. So if you dip into the darkness, gone, baby. There we go. There we go. Runners on the corners. There we go. But remember, if you are slipping into the darkness, and he knocks one in. There we go. 1-0 Mariners. I didn't know if he was going to stay at third or go all the way home, but there it is. That's what we needed. Demo to get a single, steal the second, and then we got Garv coming up in the clutch, not Julio or Haniger, and he gets a nice RBI knock. Way to go, Mitch. 1-0 Mariners. But like I was mentioning, if you feel you're slipping into the darkness, make some adjustments, right? Maybe exercise a little bit. Cut back on the fast food. Spend some time with friends. Listen to music. Spend some time with the pets. Make sure you have something to look forward to, in each and every day. And if you can do those simple things, you'll have a better chance of winning the day. Next up for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Here we go, baby. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 outs. Jorge Polanco, 1 for 3 this series. Let's go, Jorge. Keep it moving. Let's go. I like the Mariners jerseys. They have a lot. They have white. They kind of have retired the grays, at least temporarily. Hopefully they'll bring those back. Then they got the creams on today. They had obviously the Northwest green, which is technically teal, yesterday. I like all the different colors. Then they have the City Connects with the black pants. We're very stylish out here in the Pacific Northwest. Let's go, Polanco. Jason likes the base knock just like your boy. Let's go, baby. I love it. 1-0, baby. Polanco pops up. Go foul. That's a nice souvenir for a fan. Beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest in Oregon, as well as there in Seattle. Let's go, baby. Keep fighting, baby. Jorge popped up to JJ Bleday. Easy routine play, and I'll take that. Hey, the damage is done. Demo, Garver, RBI, boom, 1-0. I wasn't expecting anything in the first inning, and let's be honest, as Mariner fans, we don't really expect a whole lot from each game going in. We hope for the best, but again, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits is the standard. We have a lot of expectations for our pitching staff, not a whole lot of expectations for the hitting, but again, you need a good combination of hitting, pitching, and defense, as well as good mid-relievers and bullpen play if you want to win in this league. So far, so good. 1-0 Mariners. And if you're just tuning in, Garver singled to center. Demo actually scored from second when he ended up stealing a bag, going from first to second, getting into the bag safe, and we got a nice 1-0 lead. It's not going to be enough to win, but again, it's a nice start for us. I love it. Let's go. Let's see who's up here for the Oakland Athletics. Next up for Oakland, catching for them this afternoon, Shea Langeliers. Batting second in the lineup here this inning, DHing for Oakland, J.D. Davis. And batting third, right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And don't be surprised if Butler ends up making a play or two in the outfield. Very athletic player. Definitely loves to rob home runs and rob, people of doubles and turning them into singles. So we'll have to keep an eye on him, and hopefully he doesn't take away too many big plays for the M's this afternoon. Really? Nice. Heck yeah, man. I got a few. I got a Julio Rodriguez sewn autograph jersey for Christmas from my dad, and I was one of the first ones to actually get my hands on a Julio in his rookie year, and I got a white one there as well. But right now, for me, I only have I got a white screen print, like the first release of the Julio jersey when it first came out in his rookie year. When I ordered it, I was planning on going to see Bobby Witt Jr. and the Royals like at the end of April, and they never told me after taking my money that it was going to take like 2.5 months. So by the time I got the jersey, it was already like June. But still, it's in great shape, and I got a bunch of Griffies that are sewn gray. I got like a salute to service, like Army camo special edition one. I don't know. I got quite a few, but my favorite one is I actually got an old school Ken Griffey Jr. jersey back when they had like the deal with like Rawlings and some of those other companies before they actually transitioned into like Nike or Reebok or Adidas, from back in the day. And it's not a regular jersey. It's actually a cutoff vest jersey. So if you remember back in like the 90s, they used to wear those vest jerseys that have no sleeves. And I actually got an auction on eBay, and it comes with the matching turtleneck that Griffey wore back then as well. I think I ended up paying like $350 for it back then, and that was quite a few years ago. And it's easily worth like probably $400 or $500 because it's extremely rare. There's not a whole lot of them, and it's amazing, really good quality. It's like the quality of the jersey is like a Mitchell and Ness because it's one of the authentic jerseys back then. So it definitely cost like $300, $400, or $500 back then, and it's still retaining its value today. That's sweet that you got a Julio. Top of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Nice pitch right down the middle to J.D. Davis. 2-2 count. Could have went for like a pink theme for Mother's Day. I wouldn't have minded that. You know, I don't necessarily think that they have to go, pink jersey, pink pants. You know, but as you're seeing, cleats, armbands, wristbands, shoes, and obviously with the pink gear for the catchers. Very cool. I like when they do that for like breast cancer awareness month, or, you know, they have something tied, you know, into the particular jersey theme. I love it. Let's go, baby. One away. Nice job by Castillo. Keep getting those punch outs. That's 2 Ks for Luis. Next up is Lawrence Butler. Let's go, baby. Every K, we got to make sure the Mariner Moose is out. 2 Ks so far for Castillo. Keep it moving, baby. Next up in the box is Lawrence Butler, 2 for 6 this series. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Pitch is inside, but he gets a strike call there. One pitch from Castillo, chopped off Cal's chest. 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Shout out to all the people watching on YouTube, as well as the people watching on Twitter/X. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday. 3-2 count. Count is full for Luis Castillo to Lawrence Butler. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Three-two pitch. Chop foul as the runner got a good jump. Nice souvenir for a fan. Go, baby. Three-two pitch to Butler. Come on, Castillo. Chopper. Didn't even get the double play. My God. At least you got the guy at first, but you didn't get the guy at second. Butler grounded out to third. Langalia is the second. And Butler obviously got thrown out. 2 away. Next up, shortstop Max Schumann. One 1-0 pitch from Schumann. Pitch is inside. 2-0 count. Come on, Luis. Bring that electricity, baby. We need it. Two 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2-1 count. We're in stage 2 of NASCAR Cup Series Darlington. 38 laps in out of 95 in stage 2, and they're about 128 laps in out of 293, so almost halfway, about maybe 40% in. Take a look who's in the top 5 there. Oh, they got a restart going. Chop foul, 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. Top of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Runner at second, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Come on, Louise. Popped up. Julio's got it. There we go. That's my boy. There we go. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Next up for the Mariners in the bottom of the second, first baseman Ty France. Batting second, 0 for 0. Third baseman Luis Urias. And batting third this inning, backup catcher Sebi Zavala. Let's go, baby. Happy Mother's Day. Good. Yeah, and like I said, depending on what you're watching it on, some people that are watching it on Root Sports, either through, Comcast, Xfinity, or if you're watching through Dish or DirecTV, you might be watching things through, Amazon Prime. You might be watching things on a streaming link. It just kind of feels like no matter what you're watching it on, or you might be watching it through your cable provider, but you're watching it through your computer. It seems like no matter what you watch it on, everyone is going to be a little bit different based on the timing. So again, mine might be about 10 seconds behind what yours is. But if you just sync it up, then we'll be on the same page there. So let's go, baby. Go, Ty. Nine in the count, 0-2 already. Come on, Ty. Reflect in the building. What's good? How are you, brother? Little dribbler. There we go. Reached on an error. We'll take that. Hell yeah. And definitely had to incorporate the little Happy Mother's Day on the transparent image there. Hope that you're having a great one. Glad to see you hanging out. Just off the glove, but we'll take that. Pitch is low and inside. 2-0 count. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful day. Me and Paisley woke up at like 7 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m. And, we decided just to get up, and I gave her some breakfast, a little bit of a massage and whatnot, getting her back and her legs ready for the long walk, and brought my basketball and backpack and went for a long walk, got some shots in, some 3-point range and some free throws. And it's beautiful, man. And it's not as hot as it was the last couple days. It's about 80. That's much better than 90, 92. Give me 80, 78, 89, 78, 79, 80. That's a hell of a lot more comfortable for us here in the Pacific Northwest. Appreciate you, Reflect. It's been a little challenging this week. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus stack, bang, bang. $5 holla. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see for photos, and I got you. Usually for me, I just, get a little stressed out when it's like the middle of the month, because I usually have like 2 bills that are typically due at the middle. And then obviously I have one at the end of the month and whatnot. And they, they're sporadically in there, but usually like my internet bill and my cell phone bill usually are within like 5 days of each other. So, depending on if we're getting Cash App donos or not, that's always kind of a little bit of a challenge and whatnot, but hopefully things will pick up, as we go into next week. And we got the Kansas City Royals on a 3-game set on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Next up, Sebi Zavala. But I appreciate everyone that goes above and beyond, like Reflect, to not only support me, but you're supporting my dream. So I appreciate you. Making sure I can do the basic things like just, have a phone and have an internet so I can continue to stream. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, that is a good tip. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count to Sebi Zavala. And we got AC that we put into the window, and it's got like a big tube, and then you have it kind of like duct taped off, and it's got like this piece of like plastic or wood, and then you got the big machine down below, cools the whole house, but we usually don't use it till June. Throw to first. Oh, I don't know if he got him. I need to see a replay. Runners go to second and third. Did he really get him at first there? I don't know. That is a good tip. Let me see. Did he get him? Looks like the foot was far enough on the bag to be able to call it out, so I think that was a good call. Pitch is outside, 1-0 count. If you're just hopping in, we had Demo get a single, steal second, and then unexpectedly Mitch Garver got an RBI, and we end up have a 1-0 lead after the first. Was not expecting that, and we got no Josh Rojas here today, Hollywood, until maybe the 7th, 8th, or 9th if he comes in to pinch hit, or he might just have the day off. So looks like he was touching the bag, based on the replay that I saw. Pitch is low and in the zone for a strike, 1-2 count. And I got NASCAR Cup Series Darlington on here as well. I got to multitask. There'll be some NHL playoffs here this afternoon and evening as well. Let's go, Haggerty. Ham Swaggerty, baby. Let's go. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Runners at second and third. 1 out, 2-2 count to Sam Haggerty. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is high. Full count, 3-2 count. Let's go. Ham Swaggerty. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Sam. Chopped it off himself. Off the catcher. Count still stays 3-2. Let's go, baby. We need you on base. Styling and profiling with the headband like your boy. Sam Haggerty and Doggy Dog love headbands and do-rags. Oh, Haggerty! first RBI of 2024, and not only that, his first hit of 2024. I was getting a little irritated with him, right? I was like, hey, maybe we need to get Jonathan Clase back up here, right? But he found a way. He dug deep. That a boy. He's like, oh, yeah, I do like those do-rags. I do like that look. There we go. That's my boy, Ham Swaggerty. Just had to reach out of the shortstop. Second baseman there. Let's go. Great job. 2-0 Mariners. And we don't have anybody batting 300 in this lineup. The highest batting average in the lineup that we have today, believe it or not, is 245, and that's Julio. And he hasn't really been doing that much. I mean, he's been hitting a little bit better, but as far as like power hitting, not so much. But hopefully he'll end up getting a few home runs at summertime, so that way he doesn't end up the year with 4, because that's what he's pacing for right now. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Mariners. Happy Mother's Day 2024, Mariner fans. Runners on the corners. We got one out with a 2-0 pitch to Demo. I like the idea of having Demo lead off since we don't have J.P. Crawford and obviously Rojas has the day off. That's exactly where I would have went. I would have not put Julio at leadoff. So, I don't agree with everything that Scott Service does all the time. Sometimes I'm like, damn, this guy's a genius. And other times I'm scratching my head like, why did you leave that guy in so long? Or why didn't you replace that pitcher, right? Or why did you start this player over Rojas? But again, for the most part, I don't really have that much issue with him. It's usually more of the front office rather than Service. But that was something that I was hoping that he would do, and he did. Demo! Back. Wow, all the way to the warning track. Demo's locked in, tagged up. There's Luis, 3-0. Ah, baby. Let's go. We are locked and loaded on Happy Mother's Day 2024. It's because I put that graphic on there. I had a choice to either put the Happy Mother's Day graphic, but I usually do it for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So why the hell would I not do it for Mother's Day? And there it is, and it's paying dividends. Let's go. Yes, sir. I like it. And we need a Julio home run today. I think that this would be a perfect game for him to do it. I'm not sure if it's going to be at this at-bat, but there's no pressure. We're playing loose. We're having fun, right? We got our ass kicked yesterday. Beautiful weather today. We're up 3-0. We don't need you to hit this home run to win. Just play loose, Nothing to fear. Work the count a little bit. Be patient in the box. Pitch right down the middle, 0-2 count. Come on, baby. I need this. Trident sub. We have it as our, hashtag this year, but we haven't really been doing a whole lot of it. Let's go, Julio. Julio crushes that foul. Behind in the count, 0-2. Get that souvenir. That's exactly where I'm going to be sitting, in that general area over there. And you best believe when Julio ends up having a foul ball, and if you're in that area, people are going to go for it. I mean, that's going to be the number one baseball that people are going to want when they go to a game, is a Julio ball, even with his struggles this year. Great start for us. And Castillo hasn't given up 5 runs in the first inning. Let's go. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Mariners. Alex Wood pitches outside, 1-2 count. And Wood, as a lefty, is very wild. Sometimes he'll be able to find the strike zone. And I appreciate that, Matt. Like and share on the Twitter/X for the live stream if you haven't already, as well as the actual live stream on YouTube. But again, a lot of his pitches are going to go wide left. Sometimes he'll end up trying to counteract it instead of going way right, because obviously he's not going to want to hit the batters, but he needs to jam some of these guys going inside. But again, a majority of his body and his momentum back. Damn, did we call that or what? Me and Jason were all over this. We said, you know what? It feels like a Julio home run. And again, we've been saying it periodically throughout the season, kind of jokingly, but it actually felt like this was going to be the day on Mother's Day that he was going to do it. And look at that. Trident's up. He heard us. Let's go. Fuck yeah, baby. Crowd is going wild. 5-0 Mariners. I don't know. This Mother's Day is great. Let's go. Yes, sir. Long overdue. Second home run of the season. Attaboy. And sometimes you got to talk it into fucking existence. Okay? Again, he was definitely been on a slump, right? But sometimes the energy in the air, and, you can be like wishful thinking, but sometimes there is a little energy in the air where you kind of feel it, where maybe this is the day. And again, we've said that probably about 5 or 6 times after that first home run of the season. Oh, he'll get number 2, and then it never came. Oh, he'll get number 2, and then it never came. But then finally, after so many games, finally getting that jack, and not only that, a 2-run jack, not just a solo bomb, so that way we can extend the lead. And what do we need? 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and magically, as you look at the board, we already got the 5, and we're only 3 hits away from 7. Let's go. Let's go. I knew there was a reason for me to do this game today. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go. Jason called it too, because like I said, we were talking about it before the broadcast started, and then as we got closer to Julio's at bat, we were both kind of feeling it that it was going to be today, and thank God it finally happened. Now he can get the pressure, get the monkey off the back, get off the schneid a little bit, and then maybe we can get home run number 3 and number 4 maybe within a few games from now, or if we're extremely lucky, maybe Julio will get another home run today. Haniger! Oh, all the way back to the wall. We are really connecting on wood today. Literally and figuratively. Let's go. Happy Mother's Day. Let's go, baby. Me and Jason are on it. Man, let's go. Hell yeah. Reflect with a 5. Thank you so much for coming through and showing some love. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack, bang, bang. $5 holla. And I feel like with ESP and predictions, it's a lot easier to do it on the football side than the baseball side. On the baseball side, I don't think anyone anticipated Julio struggling this much, but glad to see him get off the schneid and getting his second home run in the 40th game of the season. Actually, technically 41st game of the season. So we're about a quarter of the way through the season, and he is pacing for what? What is he pacing for now? He's got 2 at this point, so he's pacing for 8. So he doubled it, right? At one point, he was only pacing for 4 home runs. Now he's pacing for 8. Now we just need to keep getting that tally higher and higher, baby. Let's go. Moose magic. I like it. Must have been. Or maybe he actually started watching a little bit of film. Seeing how people are pitching to him. I mean, I know if I was Julio, that's what I would be doing if I was in a slump, or even if I was, wheeling and dealing. I need to know how pitchers are pitching to me, so that way, if I can find a tendency, like, okay, they're throwing a curveball on every single first pitch to me, and I'm swinging wildly, then you have to be able to go back and look to see what pitches are being thrown by each pitcher that you're going against. And obviously you're going to go through the mid relievers and, obviously the closers as well. But I guarantee not a lot of MLB players do that. But the ones that do are the ones that are dominating in this league. Facts. There we go, baby. Top of the third, 5-0 Mariners. Yeah, baby. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Let's go, Julio. And what's funny too? I initially had Castillo on the thumb, but the image I got wasn't good enough, and I had some problems with my program where it was putting the live play-by-play and reactions behind the player, not in front. So I had to ultimately start over on the thumb 3 times. But then I was like, you know what? I feel good about Julio today. And normally Julio being the face of the franchise, I'm typically going to lean towards him. But every once in a while, I'll spring a Castillo on you, or a Kirby, or a Wu, or a Miller. But I just felt, you know what? Let's go for Julio today. And looks like both of them are having great opportunities to show out. One away. There we go. Yes, sir. Let's go. 3 Ks for Luis Castillo. I love it, baby. Let's get that ERA under 3. It's at 3.20. We can do it. It's going to be under 3, I believe, within the next couple games, depending on how the rest of today goes. And hopefully the next start will be halfway decent for him. But we just need to be able to get him to 500. And then once we get him to 500, above 500, Abraham Toro, the former Mariner, with the base knock. Appreciate you, man. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang. Appreciate you. Let me know what photos you want when we go to commercial break, and I got you. Absolutely terrible. Even though I don't watch every single Blazer game like I used to when I was younger, the league is rigged. How the hell are you going to have like the third or fourth worst record in the NBA and get the fucking 7th pick? Come on. We already missed out on Wemby, but it just feels like, on the drafts, the NHL one, maybe not really rigged. NFL, it's like, worst record, so you can't really rig it that way, right? And obviously, you're going to have teams tanking on the NBA side. And not only do you have teams tanking, but it just seems like the draft process on the NBA side is more rigged than the other sports. NHL, MLB, and NFL, maybe not so much, but I don't know what it is about the NBA, but I'm not happy about it. Like I said, I got a couple buddies that are Blazer fans, Mariner fans as well, and they were pretty pissed off. We were actually hoping to have like a top 3 pick this year, and if that still might have not mattered, another punch out. There we go. Hell yeah. But I'm not happy about it at all. Like, how the hell are you going to have like the 3rd or 4th worst record and get 7th pick? Make it make sense to me. But knowing the Blazers, they would probably pick the wrong person. Like they picked Sam Bowie over Jordan, Kevin Durant. They passed on him and got Greg Oden. So it hasn't been very good as far as, Portland and then their draft evaluators. They need to get people that are smarter. But at least with the Sam Bowie, it was the era of the centers, and we already had Clyde Drexler. But, hey, you could have played Clyde Drexler at the small forward, right, and had Jordan at the shooting guard. But, again, you have to take the best player, not a player that can just play one position. And, unfortunately, we ended up getting a guy that was amazing in college, but, didn't do shit in the NBA and got hurt. Top of the 3rd, 5-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez hitting his 2nd home run of the season, thank God. And Luis Castillo is wheeling and dealing. 4 Ks already. 2-0 count with a strike right down the middle to J. Blade. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Our ESP is strong today. Pitch low in the corner in the zone for a strike, 2-2 count. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see anything last night? Was it supposed to be back-to-back nights for that, or was it only the one night? Pitches outside. Got him! What a throw by Cal Raleigh. And remember, Reflect, that was the one area of his game, even though he was top 5 statistically, there were just so many opportunities that I felt that he missed. Either it was too high, too low, too far to the right, too far to the left. But it seems like he's kind of putting it together, and he's doing better this year than he has been in his previous couple years. Right now I think it's undisputed. Cal Raleigh, to me, is a top 10 catcher. I think he's top 5. And if you actually put in with everything with power and you look at home runs and you look at the home run total, Cal Raleigh is in the top 7 in home runs with 10, with guys like Shohei Ohtani. So that's really saying something with Cal Raleigh, being a clutch hitter. We know Josh Hollywood Rojas is the most consistent hitter, should be an all-star this year, right? Cal Raleigh has been the most clutch hitter for the Mariners, hands down, right? And then obviously Logan Gilbert has been our best pitcher, even though he gave up 5 runs in his last start and we got blasted 11-1. So. Yeah, I don't know if I like that, maybe, and again, if they ended up doing it like the NFL right, where they ended up giving the number one pick to the worst record, right? The teams tank in the NBA. They don't even play their starters. So, and I think that, Adam Silver and, Stern, they knew that. They know that the NBA is the one league that they tank more than others. The NFL, if you're one of the bottom 3 or 4 teams, they'll try to kind of cover it up to make it look like they're not tanking, but you can definitely tell who is and who isn't. NHL, same type of thing. You kind of have an idea who's playing and who's sitting, that, maybe they're kind of jockeying for that first, second, third pick, right? I feel like on the NFL side, they kind of manage it though, and they're they are very eyes on the prize on seeing what's going on. But as far as the NBA, it seems like there's all kinds of like tomfoolery. It's like if they did the lottery balls, it's not good enough. Then if they just did whoever's got the worst pick, then you would probably see like 12 teams tanking, and a lot of these people that are paying money to go see their favorite players, like Kawhi Leonard, he wouldn't be playing half the season because they're trying to be able to get the top pick in the draft. So there definitely is something weird going on in the NBA, and I'm very disappointed that the Blazers got such shitty picks. But again, they don't usually pick the right guy anyways. I mean, besides like Dame Dollar and CJ McCollum as of late. I like Shaedon Sharp, but we normally don't do that good of a job in the front office. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Mariners. They made a pitching change for the Athletics. They said enough of Wood. He's already given up enough. And we got Kyle Mulla in. Hopefully we rough him up too. He's another lefty, so we shouldn't have a problem here. Big swing and a miss. There goes Garv. It's all right, baby. And we got a couple new ones sprinkled in. I'm always going to try to sprinkle in a few new things. Hi, Paisley. Paisley misses daddy. Next up, second baseman Jorge Polanco. I really like this Polanco photo, HD 4K with the trident. Maybe he'll go yard sometime today or tomorrow. And then we got this, obviously, Garv off the walk-off homer. Beautiful photo. I've been waiting for them to release new things so I can use them in the stream. So, yeah, I was going to say I didn't really see a whole lot here. The first night, there, me and a lot of the friends, we saw quite a bit, and you had to have your camera on that particular setting for your cell phone. Some stuff you could see with your bare naked eye. A little short hop there. There we go. Nice job, Polanco. Everyone is feeling this energy here today. There we go. He's like, oh, O-Dog's got a really dope picture of me. I better get a hit today. There it is. Next up, first baseman, 0-for-1, Ty France. Let's go. And it feels good to be able to bounce back after a terrible performance last night. So, we don't want to have too many depressing games in a row, for sure. David in the building. What's good? You think you can compete with me and Reflect, Matt? Fantasy football is a lot different than just watching the NFL. It takes a lot of skill. And it also shows your knowledge. Because the people that are great at fantasy are brilliant minds on the NFL side. I'm not saying if you suck at fantasy, you're an idiot or you're dumb, but I'm saying that if you are good at fantasy, it definitely shows a little bit more intelligence on your part, knowing good players in the league and knowing when to play people and when not to. It definitely takes the NFL strategy and the NFL knowledge to another level, especially if you can finish in the top 3 every year, no matter who you're playing against. So, you're not one of those players that would pick all Denver Bronco players, are you? Because if you're going to be picking like Bo Nix and Troy Franklin and all Bronco players, you're going to get absolutely destroyed. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Seattle. Runner at first, 2 outs. Ty France popped up to first. Next up, Luis Urias. And that means that you're going to have to do more research other than just tight ends and wide receivers. You really are going to have to dig deep. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're at 12. We need 8 more to hit the goal to get to 20. So, and we got almost 30 people watching, about half and half on the YouTube side and on the Twitter/X side. Yeah, definitely great weather here in the Pacific Northwest. Hope you're having a great one, David. Hi, Paisley. I love you. Paisley is such a sweet, beautiful pup. So loving, so nice, and just so thoughtful. Love you. He's everything to me. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Mariners. Happy Mother's Day 2024, huh? Runner at first, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch from Mola to Luis Urias. Can't really expect a whole lot out of Luis, Tebby, or Sam, but if we get anything, we'll be happy. And obviously, Sam has already paid dividends. We'll see if Luis, big strikeout. We leave one stranded, but hey, we got the home run out of Julio, and that's what fucking matters, baby. 5-0 Mariners. Let's go. Anything that you want photo-wise, Reflect? Let me know, and I got you. And there's definitely a strategy, on drafting. If you don't draft well, you have no chance of making the championship. If you draft well, again, like if you play in a league of 10 people, if you're not in a top 5, in the draft, you have 0% chance of winning. And unless for whatever reason you have like the 6th best draft, all the people ahead of you have season-ending injuries, and you make the best moves, on the wire, then you might be able to be in the top 3 at the end, possibly. But normally you got to be one of the top people in the draft class, and then you have to make obviously calculated moves, throughout the wire. And if you can do that, then you're definitely going to have a chance. All right, let's go to the top of the 4th inning, and let's see who's up for the Athletics. And let me know if there's any photos that you want. Reflect, and I got you. Next up for Oakland, center fielder J.J. Bleday. Sweet baseball name, J.J. Bleday. Batting second this inning, left fielder Brent Rooker. And batting third, catcher Shea Langeliers. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Yes, absolutely. Chop foul. Haggerty coming up big. Demo coming up big. Julio coming up big. Garv coming up big. Let's go, baby. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Good choice. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. See what other ones I can find. I got some in the bucket that obviously that you see me using. Like I use this one when he makes a good defensive play in the no-fly zone, right? And we got the portrait. We got the close-up at bat. We got the tridents up. We got the Northwest green, which is teal, on Saturdays. Home run swing there at home. And a nice action shot there. And we'll see what else we can find. JJ Bleday popped up to Haniger, 1 away. Next up, left fielder Brent Rooka, 0 for 1 with the K. Big swing and a miss. Finding the count 0-1. Castillo, 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, and the number one thing I look for is walks. He's got 0. So hopefully I didn't jinx him with only a 0, right? So we want to obviously keep that moving. And 4 Ks so far. So right now at this point he's pacing for maybe 7 or 8. But we'll just see what he gets here if he can get a couple more before he ends up going out. It'd be awesome if we could get Castillo to 8 Ks just based on how this game is going so far. And then we got his ERA down to 3.14, baby. I need that in that 2.90 range. You know, we might actually see that today or possibly the next start. Wow. Luis with the diving grab at third. You fucking kidding me? Wow. Luis. 109 exit velo. Great defense by Luis. Urias. Wow. Great reaction time right there. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. And we need, what do we need? 8 more? Get to 20. Top towards third foul. Now 8 more people and we'll be at 20. We got 21 people watching overall. And I knew it could be possibly a little bit lighter since it's Mother's Day, but a lot of people during Mother's Day don't do, something all day long. Usually it's just like a breakfast or a lunch brunch. It's usually a couple hours. Coincidentally, it kind of comes into the same time frame as this game, but the boy's here. I got to work. Plus, I enjoy working. I like to grind. Dreams, are tough. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So, birthdays, holidays, I'm going to be working almost every day throughout the year. So, I'm kind of forced to, especially with bills and whatnot. I don't have the luxury of just taking days off whenever I want. So, top of the 4th, 5-0 Mariners. 1-2 pitch from Castillo. Pitch is high and outside, 2-2 count. Yeah, we'll play you guys again. I would have to look at the schedule to see when we play again. Or you could look it up on the internet, Jacob. Just look up to see when the Guardians play the Mariners, and it should be able to pull it up on Google. There we go, baby. 5 Ks, pacing for 8. That's my boy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Nice job, Luis. Mariner Moose comes out for that. Nice job. No walks, 5 Ks. ERA down to 3.10. Woo! Started the season 0-4, right? Terrible. He's 3-1 in his last 4 starts, right? 3-5 record. Win this, 4-5. Win the next one, 5-5, baby. Let's go. Call it a comeback, baby. I can bring one a couple more Julios for reflect and for our viewing pleasure. Happy Mother's Day 2024. It'll definitely be a Mother's Day I don't forget. How can you? Julio's 2nd home run of the season, baby. The boys got all the Julio photos. Julio on Julio on Julio. Feels good, man. I know for him, it probably is a big weight lifted off his shoulders, Bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Mariners. Let's go. Yes, sir. That's the smile I want to see. I can use that for defensive plays for Julio on the no-fly zone as well. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Seattle. That thumbnail turned out pretty good, too. Pitch right down the middle from Mulla to Sebi Zavala. 0-1 count. Exactly. Oh, 1 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Sebi. Behind in the count 0-2. Come on, Sebi. You don't really expect anything from Sebi Zavala, so if he can give you 1 hit out of 4 at-bats, it's a win. 2 out of 4, it's like winning the lottery. 3 out of 4, he might have to get tested. 185 average, 0 homers, and 1 ribby. So, hell, if he just gets 1 hit today, that could be big, but don't feel like it's going to be happening early. If Sebi Zavala ends up getting a hit, it might be late, but unless they end up having like Cal Raleigh come in and pinch hit. But if we're up 5-0, you can always give some of these other guys a little bit of a rest. There goes Sebi. See ya. He said, nope, can't get a hit yet. Next up, 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI, Ham Swaggerty. Let's go, Sam. Haggerty. Just foul, going back to about the 10th row. Nice souvenir for a fan there. I always get jealous when I see a Mariner games and I see like the ball go into the crowd. Then I kind of get like antsy, like when I'm at the game. I'm not on my phone. I'm not eating out of a nacho helmet. I'm not slamming down beers, left and right. Like I said, I'm trying to get a ball. And if you act quick enough, and if you're lucky enough and the sports gods love you enough, sometimes the ball will be directed in your direction, and it's all about if you act or not. First hit of the season at the last at-bat. Big swing and a miss, 1-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Can't wait for JP Crawford, and a big swing and a miss struck him out. Can't wait for JP and Dominic Canzone to come back. And I'm actually a little curious if Jonathan Clase will come back up at all this season. I hope so. I would love to see him out there. We need 7 more likes to get to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And that'll help us hit the goal. And then we still need 90 to go on the don't know side. Chop foul. Come on, Demo. And I honestly believe if Julio was leading off, he wasn't going to hit the home run today. It was perfect to have Demo take Rojas's spot at the 1 hole and to keep Julio at the 2. So that way there's no extra pressure. No Rojas. Julio's leading off. Extra pressure on his shoulders. So I'm really happy that they decided to make that move. So it's just as important as Julio was to get that homer, right? I think Scott Service in that decision to put Demo at the leadoff, that was brilliant. And it's worked out tremendously for us. And he had a 5 RBI game just a couple games ago. So, hey, put him up in the lineup. Why not? Pitch is high and outside, 3-1 count. (3-1) pitch, Demo popped up. Should be a routine play there. Blade sliding grab. Wow. JJ Blade. End of the 4th inning. Let's go to the top of the 5th. Wow. Next up for the Athletics, 0 for 1 with a K. DHing for Oakland, J.D. Davis. Batting second, 0 for 1, right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And batting third this inning, 0 for 1, shortstop, Max Schumann. Let's take a quick look at the stat line. So for Alex Wood there on the left, 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K, 60 pitches, ERA of 5.26, and we definitely did some damage on him. Luis Castillo, though, on the other hand, has been magnificent. Thank God. Luis Castillo, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs. The most important stat, no walks, and 5 Ks. 61 pitches in, ERA at 3.10, and has an opportunity here to get to 8 Ks, hopefully, if he's lucky. Maybe even 9 if he's extremely lucky, but then he would have to strike out 2 this inning and then 2 the next inning. So I'm not sure if he's got that in him, but maybe 1 and maybe 1 in one inning and 2 in the other would be a little bit more realistic, but you never know. Let's go, baby. June 18th, 19th, and 20th for the Guardians. Reflect looked it up. Appreciate that. Happy Mother's Day. Let's go. Haniger, 1 away. That was quick. We'll take that. JD's like, all right, I'll just pop out in 1 pitch. Like a Julio Rodriguez play. Next up, right fielder Lawrence Butler. Lawrence has got a lot of athleticism on offense and defense. Hopefully we can find a way to get him out early and often. Top of the 5th, 5-0 Mariners. First pitch, chop foul. The 1 count. He's outside, 1-1 count. Lawrence Butler this season batting 182, 2 home runs, and 7 ribbies in 2024. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Butler. Chased at that one. 1-2 count. Come on, Castillo. 8 Ks, baby. 1 or 2 this inning, 1 or 2 in the following inning, and then you can finish your day. Hold your head high that you and Julio ended up being the MVPs of this game. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Got to get Butler out. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. No walks, Julio. No walks, Luis. We got to keep this moving. Everyone on the dugout. No walks. Come on. Strike his ass out. Chop foul. Give me this. Three-two pitch. Let's go. Hell yeah. You talk, you speak it into existence. Let's go. Another K for Luis Castillo. Woo. Let's go. 6 Ks for Luis. 2 more, baby. 2 more. Maybe 3 more. Try to get to 8 or 9, baby. Pitch is outside. 1-0 count. Pitch is low. 2-0 count. Hone in, baby. Next up in the box, Max Schumann. Pitch is low, 3-0 count. Come on, Louise. You're putting yourself in a position now. Come on now, right down the middle. But you don't want to give them like a freebie to go yard. You know, we don't want to be up 5-1. We want 5-0. There we go. Right down the middle with some heat. 95 miles an hour with that four seam. 3-1 pitch. Schumann. Fuck. Back. Gone. Damn it. I jinxed us. Fucking A. Max Schumann with a solo dinger. But again, when you get behind in the count 3-0 and then it ends up being 3-1, you're going to have a pitch that's going to be right down the middle. And if you connect, it's gone. And that's exactly what happened. Fucking A. 5-1 Mariners. Next up, third baseman Brett Harris. Unfortunate. But on the bright side, if we're going to be positive, at least it wasn't a 2-run home run, a 3-run home run, or a grand salami. A solo dinger isn't not going to hurt us. You know, it's unfortunate because we want to, obviously get the ERA down for Louise, and we want him to get the dub. And obviously, getting a shutout would be amazing. But baseball is tough. Chopper, throw to first. Castillo to France. Got him. Damage was done. Oh, if Matt wants to take Travis Kelce in the first round, let him. You know, he'll soon learn when he goes up against the big dogs, you know, what a proper strategy is to draft. See, a lot of times with fantasy, people think they know what to do. But a lot of times when you end up, getting into the situation, you kind of have to follow what other people do, depending on if there's a run at a position, But again, you don't want to draft too early on certain things, or, you might have favorite players. But again, if you end up drafting too high, your team will be fucked at the end because you ended up reaching for guys that you could have maybe gotten a little bit later, or you could have gotten a comparable player later to build other parts of your team. But he'll learn. He'll figure it out. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run, 2 RBIs, had his second home run of the season just a few innings ago. Center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod, my guy. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K, right fielder, Mitch Haniga. And batting third, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Mariners. Hockey from home, what's good? Hell yeah, we'll definitely take that. How are you? You excited for the NHL playoffs today? Let's go, Julio. 2-run home run in the second. 1 for 2. Pitch is low in the dirt, 1-0 count. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. All right, got about less than 100 laps to go on lap 196 of 293 on NASCAR Cup Series Darlington. Throwback Day. A lot of throwback paint schemes. A lot of legends are in the house. Reddick, Keselowski, Larson, Byron, and Logano. You're going to have Kyle Larson, in the Final Four, right? You're going to have Denny Hamlin in the Final Four, William Byron probably in the Final Four, and there'll be one more spot. Back. Off the wall. Wow, just missed a homer. Wow, Julio. Yeah, baby. Way to bring that electricity, baby. And remember, we talk about this on the daily. Addiction, depression, anxiety are things that we go through on the daily. Make sure you're making the proper adjustments, each day, so that way you can win the day. That literally was he missed a home run by like 6 inches, maybe even less than that, like 3 inches. That was wild. That was like right there. Wow. The streak begins. And we're going to need it because we're going to be going against Bobby Witt Jr. in a 3-game set. So throw to first. 1 away. Haniger grounded out to the shortstop. Rodriguez the third. Yeah, great job by the fan that didn't reach over. I mean, it would have been very tempting to do that. But, I mean, that was as close as a home run that you're going to see. Go. Garver. Back. Let's go. 7-1 Mariners, baby. Mitch Garver. He said back. Gone. Woo. Yes, sir. Happy Mother's Day to the Mariner fans. There we go, Garv. Hell yeah, 411 feet. Good shit. Hell yeah. Trident's up, baby. Fuck yeah. I had a good feeling about today on Mother's Day. Let's go. Polanco, little dribbler, run it out. Oh, nice flip there. 2 away. Don't worry, you'll get your tridents up at some point. Next up, first baseman Ty France. 0 for 2. Let's make it 1 for 3. Yeah, A's are definitely much improved from years past. Again, they have a good, solid chance to finish maybe even as high as 3rd or 4th in the division this year. But we'll see if they end up sliding at the end of the year after summer, and the first part of summer, we'll see if they start to have a decline. But there's a chance that the A's could actually finish in 3rd or 4th and not in dead last. So let's go. Yeah, I mean, unless they do like a bobblehead day or a pop giveaway, it's like usually the days that the Mariners and the Kraken give something away for free, we play better. Who would have thought, right? And then obviously when we have special days like Mother's Day, great to see them give it all they have for the mothers. Big swing and a miss for Ty France, 2-2 count. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got about 30 people watching total on this Mother's Day 2024. We need 6 more people to smash the like button and we'll hit our goal. 5 more people to smash the like button and we'll be at our goal at 20. 20 or more really helps the algorithm. Some people think it doesn't matter, but it really does. If you can consistently get 20 or more, on the likes, 20, 25, 30, you might even be able to gain, depending on the recommendations and whatnot, you might be able to gain an extra 50 to 100 views on a stream. So maybe even higher. Big swing and a miss. End of the 5th inning. The damage is done. 7-1 Mariners. Just think if Julio had his home run, we could have had back-to-back, baby. What a day. Let's fucking go. Big bats forever. Wakanda forever. Let's go, baby. Next up for the Athletics in the top of the sixth, former Mariner, 1 for 2, second baseman Abraham Toro. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K, first baseman Tyler Nevin. And batting third, 1 for 2, center fielder J.J. Bleday. Go ahead. Let me know anything else that you guys want to see photo-wise. Reflect, I got you. If there's anything else Julio I can find. Need more of this Julio. Home run derby Julio, baby. Pitch right down the middle to Toro, behind in the count 0-2. Let's get a couple more Ks. Let's finish strong for Luis Castillo. Let's give him some extra confidence. I mean, his confidence should be at an all-time high with all this run support. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 6 Ks. And he's got an opportunity. If he can retire the side, he'll get 9. If he gets 2 out of 3, 8 would be perfect. He's 80 pitches in, so we'll see what he does here. But I'll take two punch outs and a pop-up, or 2 punch outs and a ground out. That would be perfect. Chop foul. Toro, back, gone! Damn it! Abraham Toro, what are you doing? Another solo dinger for Abraham Toro, 7-2 Mariners. Woodworth, right? That's funny that you bring him up. I actually have something. I love it. You're always deep diving like me, so I think that's why our brains are kind of linked and synced up together. Like a lot of times, we're all going to have different opinions, and no one is ever going to agree all the time, with anybody. But a lot of times you'll have certain people that think similar, based off, sports and strategy and anything in between, analytics and whatnot. Throw to first, safe. Some people just like to argue, and you're not one of those type of people. I feel that, the amount of reading and games, it speaks for itself. There he is. Cool graphic too, huh? I've been saving this. You would be the only one that would actually bring this up. So that's why I appreciate it. Like I said, there's going to be people that want to question me. There's going to be people that want to argue, but at the end of the day, if you're not doing as much reading, film studying, or research, again, everyone is open to their own opinion, but if you're going to argue, you better know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Not necessarily you reflect, but there's others that love to do it, And like I said, I'm not going to be right all the time, and neither are you. But I definitely would trust what you say and what I have to say more than most. So, runner out at first. But fantastic job. And the graphic is sick. It's one of the coolest graphics, that I got in the bucket. You got the black and white on the left side, the right side, and then you got the nice, photo of what he looks like there right across the middle. Maybe we'll start using this as part of the daily stream. We love the deep dive, right? Another single there. Castillo's getting tired. You can tell now, especially when you're starting to give up a couple cheapies. JJ Bleday singled to left. And the cool thing is, too, is it's like even having the knowledge of who the person is. Out of all Mariner fans, I would probably say only like 1% would know who the, hitting coach is or like who the coaches are. And that's the kind of the difference I feel, when we end up doing fantasy and we talk like NFL. A lot of people don't even know who offensive linemen are or like the coaches or the GMs or, again, you can know who superstar players are, but if you really want to dig deep and talk sports, you have to know like the organization as a whole. So top of the sixth, 7-2 Mariners. Runner at first, one away, 1-1 count to Brent Rucka. Get out of this inning. Yeah, I'll get you some before the stream ends. I'll try to sprinkle a couple in. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. Come on, Castillo. Oh, they're doing the wave. Rooker. Good defense there, but wasn't able to dive for that. We might have to pull Castillo here. Seems like he's not able to get anybody out. We might be able to get a double play, but I don't want this to go to 7-3 or 7-4. DJ in the building. What's good? Happy Mother's Day 2024. Julio Rodriguez with his second homer of the year today. If you're just tuning in, Garber singled to center. Moore scored 1-0. Haggerty singled to center. France scored. Urias to third, 2-0. Moore hit a sacrifice to center, 3-0. Julio homer to center and the bottom of the second, 5-0. And then it's been kind of all A's since then, but we did get a Garb homer when we got up to 7-1. But they've got two solo dingers, Schumann and Abraham Toro in the fifth and the sixth. And they're putting the pressure on Castillo now in the last inning of his day. 7-2 Mariners. Started off strong, but you can definitely tell the fatigue is kicking in. He's already 94 pitches in. He's at 6 Ks. And hopefully we can get a double play here. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count for Shea Langoliers. Struck him out. Let's go. Oh, come on, bro. You already know I know that. Hey, brother. Let's go. 7-2 Mariners. Top of the sixth, 7-2 Mariners. Runners at first and second. Pitches outside. 1-1 count. Come on, Louise. Lauren in the building. What's good, brother? I like it. It's Happy Mother's Day. 2024. Julio finding the way to get that home run number 2. Castillo's had a good day today. He's given up 2 solo dingers, but he's been in pretty firm control. Has given up a little bit here in the 6th because he's tired. But other than that, every inning besides this one, he's been pretty money. Struggled a little bit in the 5th and a little bit in the 6th, but 7 runs, 7 hits for us. We'll take that. 8 strikeouts for Luis Castillo. I wanted 8. We got 8. Let's go. Nice finish by Castillo, baby. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Fantastic day. I mean, 7-0 would have been a hell of a lot better than 7-2. But hey, if he gets the win, which he will, and he ends up getting 1 game behind 500, he'll be 4-5 instead of 3-5. But remember, he started off 0-4. So, to be 0-4 and then to be 4-1 in your last, 5 starts, we'll take that. Let's go. And then hopefully we can end up getting him to be 5-5 and he'll be 500, and then eventually 6-5 and then 7-5, and he can start going in the right direction. Let's go, Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0-1 with a run, base on ball in the K. Third baseman, Luis Urias. Batting second, 0-1 with a K. Backup catcher, Sebi Zavala. And batting third, 1-2 with a run, RBI in a K. Left fielder, Ham Swaggerty. Happy Mother's Day. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Astros versus the Mariners, May 27th through 30th. Let's go. Yeah, and that's going to happen, Lauren. Some days, Castillo's going to look great. Other days, he's going to look like shit. Same thing with Kirby, with that right knee. Sometimes he's going to look good. Other times, he's going to look terrible. Same thing with Bryce Miller, Brian Wu. Logan Gilbert, gave up 5 runs in the first inning, which was very uncharacteristic, and we lost 11-1. We just have to hope that we have more, quality starts rather than, hoping that the team can get 10 runs to bail them out, George Kirby tomorrow, Logan Gilbert on Tuesday, Brian Wu on Wednesday, and I'll be doing all 3 of those games. 6 o'clock, and 12:30. It'll actually be 6:30, and then 1. Sebi, all the way to the wall, gone! Are you kidding me? Sebi Zavala. Luis Urias. Sam Haggerty. You don't expect anything from some of these guys out there. Let's go, Sebi. Yeah, baby. Hung it right down the middle of the plate. Exit velo 97.1, 357 feet. Woo! Let's go. Hell yeah, baby. Haggerty lined out to right field, 2 away. Come on, Sam. Next up, shortstop, Demo Dylan Moore. 8-2 Mariners. Electric, baby. The make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety, or things that we go through on the daily. Make sure you're making the proper adjustments each day so that way you can win the day. Exercise, listen to music, make sure you're cutting back on the partying. Making these minor adjustments can help you win the day. Big facts. Yeah, and again, we don't have Tom Murphy. So if we had Tom Murphy, then you could always deactivate or send down Sebi Zavala, but we don't have Tom Murphy anymore, and it sounds like Harry Ford isn't ready yet. And at some point, it's going to be Harry Ford and Cal Raleigh. We just have to be patient, and we don't want to rush it. So you could have Harry Ford DH, and Cal could be catcher, and on the other days that Cal is going to have a day off, or they can move Cal to DH, and then Harry Ford can catch. So we are going to be in a position sooner than later in the next year or two where it's going to be Harry Ford and Cal Raleigh, and we're going to be very excited about that. Sebi. Bottom of the sixth, 8-2 Mariners. Demo pops it up. Be a playable ball here. And the damage is done. Yeah. Again, and what are those people saying that Harry Ford should be called up now so that way that he's there? I would assume that's what that person is saying that for. Or they're dumb and they don't realize that we don't have Tom Murphy or we don't really have a whole lot of depth there. So let's go, baby. End of the sixth inning, 8-2 Mariners. Happy Mother's Day 2024, Mariner fans. Next up for the Athletics, 0 for 2 with a K, right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI, shortstop, Max Schumann. And batting third, 0 for 2 with a K, third baseman, Brett Harris. Yeah, Julio hitting his second home run of the season, which was fantastic. We predicted it here, when I was watching the game earlier, like right before it started. I kind of had a feeling, me and Jason were talking about it. They were thinking that Julio was going to hit it today, especially, once we already had a couple runs and they had Demo, in the leadoff spot, so less pressure on Julio with Rojas not playing. Just felt like today was going to be the day. And I know we've said that like 4 or 5 times since he hit his first home run. We didn't think it was going to take 41 games to go from, home run number 1 to home run number 2, based on what I'm trying to even remember what game it was he hit his first home run in. It's been such a long time. I don't even fucking remember. But I just had a weird feeling that he was going to go yard today, and he did. And great to see him with that confidence. And then his next at bat, he missed the home run by like 2 inches, 3 inches. So sounds like he's trying to find a little bit of a groove now. So I don't know. If you want to look that up real quick, I would like to be able to know, so that way in the future broadcast, I'll have a memory of when that first home run was. I remember I posted his last home run in spring training, and I had it on my Twitter/X account. And then I know it took a little while for him to hit that first one, but someone might need to look that up. Pitch in the zone for a strike. Both in the game. Not very trustworthy, obviously, from what we saw yesterday and a few days ago, but hopefully he'll not blow it up here. Top of the 7th, 8-2 Mariners. Now 3-game set with the Royals and Bobby Witt Jr. are going to be tough. But nice to see, us gaining momentum in the right direction. Chop foul, 2-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. We need just a few more likes to get to 20 to hit our goal there. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We need 3 more people to smash the like button and we hit the goal. 2 more people to smash the like button. We hit the goal. We got 11 on one, and we got 18 on the other side. So even if we could get a couple people from the Twitter/X side to jump in and just smash the like button and then go back, that would be amazing. Or they could actually smash the like button and stay on the YouTube side. Because again, you can't donate, you can't chat, and you can't like the stream from there. You know, you can watch, but that's pretty much it. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Let's go, baby. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Let's go, Austin. Let's go, both. 3-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Would have been a strike 3. Pop foul to the front row. Nice souvenir. Bounced on the third row on the chair all the way to the front row. Looked like a kid had a chance at that one. Extra inning versus the Red Sox. 3-2 pitch. Another strike right down the middle. Lined out. 1 away. Yeah, 8-1 yesterday was terrible. Next up for the Athletics, 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI, shortstop Max Schumann. Stand up. I saw what you wrote on one of my posts, and I always make sure I read, all the different comments, through all the different, uploads or live streams, and I really do appreciate the kind words. I'm always going to be grinding. I'm always going to be original. I'm not going to copy anybody else. If anything, people will copy me, based off the thumbnail or the look of the stream. But again, often imitated, never duplicated. We have something very original here, and I hope that you're having a fantastic Mother's Day. Stand up Rivera in the building. My God. Top of the 7th, 8-2 Mariners. Let's go. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I don't want to say a lot, but there's some people that do baseball streams out there on YouTube, and Twitch, but I don't think anyone can really, go toe-to-toe with us here. Like I said, everyone's going to have their own style for thumbnail. They're going to have their own style for the broadcast. They're going to have their own style for their background, but based on who we have in the room and the people that are watching on the daily, we definitely have one of the best, not only for baseball, but for sports and wrestling in general. There's not a lot of people that have the ability to do baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, AEW, WWE, UFC, boxing. Like, I feel we're the most versatile channel on YouTube for sports and wrestling. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Get that, Hanny. There we go. 2 away. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort, though. I do a lot of reading and a lot of film study, and it's not just Mariners. I'm trying to keep up on the entire league, just like I do on the NFL side, the college football side. And even though we don't do a lot of NBA streams anymore, I obviously follow what's going on there. NHL, I'll do an NHL stream occasionally when the Mariners have a day off, and we'll end up scooping that in as well. There we go. Good defense there, Hanny. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 7th. But also, too, it helps that I've been watching baseball since the mid-'80s, and I'm a big toy collector, a big card collector, bobblehead collector. So, magazines, Sports Illustrated. So, I've always been a stat and analytical guy. Like I told this story when I was a kid, I collected cards like everyone else. But after, I ended up opening up packs and I put them in the binder or I put them in the little sleeves, I would always flip the card over and memorize all the stats on the back, height, weight, college, where they played. And that's something that I've always been interested in at a young age, even at like 5 years old. I'm 42 now. So again, if I wasn't so interested in stats and analytics, as well as meeting Ken Griffey Jr. and Koufax when I was 7 and 10, who knows if I'm doing this channel here today. It definitely influenced my life. Go to the bottom of the 7th, baby. 8-2 Mariners. Before the game started, I had a good feeling that Julio was going to go yard. That prediction came true. And hopefully Julio will have another chance here at this at-bat. Next up for the Mariners, 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 2-run blast, and he missed another home run by about 3 inches. Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a K. Let's make it 1 for 4. Right fielder, Mitch Haniga. Let's go, Mitch. We need you. Join the party. And batting third, DHing for the Mariners. You already know who it is. The other Miach, Mitch Garver. Garver's been on fire today. 2 for 3 today. Let's go. Garv homered to center, 411 feet. Julio scored. Right after Julio had a home run in the bottom of the 2nd, in the bottom of the 5th, Garv said, hey, let me get a 2-run home run myself. And that's a picture off the walk-off, one of the best ones that we got. We got electricity in the lineup, baby. Happy Mother's Day, 2024. Yes, sir. And I appreciate that, and like I said, I take a lot of pride on, making sure that, we know what we're talking about here, but also that we're showcasing, the opponent, making sure that we're throwing up the photos. We're doing not just Mariners and shitting on the other team, because that's a majority of what you see in sports streams. It's like whoever their team is, they'll be talking good about them even when they're not being good, right? And then they just talk shit about the other team and the other players. And then if the other team does something good, instead of acknowledging it, it's pretty much just shitting on them, right? But with us here, we're not going to be biased, and we're just going to call it how we see it. We appreciate greatness wherever it's at. And if the other team ends up making a good play, we're going to acknowledge it. It's not necessarily about the name on the front of the jersey, it's the name on the back. And we make sure that we do that on every single stream. Big facts. Let's go. Let's go, Julio. Let's go yard again, baby. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. And our guy, Pete Woodworth, not getting enough credit, and a lot of times the hitting has been very bad, but making some minor adjustments with some of these players, even though a lot of people have been complaining about, the hitting coach and, how terrible the hitting has been. We get it, when the Mariners are not usually a good team in the first couple months, hitting-wise. And a lot of times, even throughout the year, we're only going to be batting like 200 to 220 until we end up, paying some big dollars and, getting some superstars to join the roster. But that's just not how the front office works. They would rather spend the least amount of money and hope the players overachieve so they can profit, which is kind of bullshit, but hopefully at one point we'll figure it out, the right combination of players. Pitches inside, 2 count. Pitches outside, 3-2 count. Count is full. Come on, Julio. Start a hot streak, baby. 3-2 pitch to Julio. Popped it up a mile. Hopefully that's out of play. Yep. Nice. So the Rockies are still ahead. Yeah, so, you get hot and healthy at the right time. Anything can happen. Julio chops it towards third base foul. Count still remains full. 3-2. Julio 2 for 3. I mean, I feel very comfortable doing NFL, college football, MLB. Pitch is inside at the knees. Go to first, baby. But if they ended up having something where, they had like ESPN De Ocho and they had like streamers on that particular channel, like calling games as like an alternate, kind of like the Manning cast where they have like an alternate broadcast. Oh yeah, I definitely think that not only me, but there's a few others that are out there that are pretty damn good as well, covering other teams, that are out there. Now, there's a lot of people out there that try to do it, but I feel that there's a few of us that definitely could do it on radio or do it on an alternate TV broadcast for sure. Throw to first. 2 away. Haniger grounded out into a double play. Shortstop to second to first. Rodriguez out at second. Brutal. Bottom of the 7th. 8-2 Mariners. Next up, Mitch Garver. Let's go, Miach. Pitch is inside. 1-0 count. 4-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour there. 2 for 3 today for Mitch Garver. 2-run home run, a single, and 3 RBIs. Pitch is low into the zone. 1-1 count. Let's go. We need that Rockies win. So I got this one, and then my buddy, my best friend Justin, went to the All-Star game last year with his dad, and I actually, in a box, I have a brand new All-Star chain, and I've never worn it yet. It's still in the plastic, wrapping around, the logo part, but when it ends up being the All-Star game, I'll probably bust it out for that particular game, and I'll wear that chain instead. And hopefully we get Josh Hollywood Rojas, Cal Raleigh, and Logan Gilbert in the All-Star game this year. How likely is that? Probably not very likely, but those are the 3 that deserve it now. Pitches inside, and Mitch Garver walks. But, if we're talking about who's deserving today, it's definitely Josh Hollywood Rojas, right? Cal Raleigh. So Rojas is the most consistent hitter. Cal Raleigh, the most clutch hitter. And then Logan Gilbert has been our best pitcher. And hopefully he'll continue his success after that 11-1 drubbing that he took, giving up 5 runs in his last start in the first inning. But still, he's going to be in consideration of the Cy Young, I believe, when it's all said and done. He should be top 5 in voting for the American League as long as the Mariners can keep going. Yeah, I got to always be dripped in all Mariners, man. Pitches outside. 1-1 count. Rockies win. Fuck yeah, that definitely helps us out. If we win today, how far away are we from, for first place in the American League West? How many games behind are we at this point if we win today? Like 1 or 2? Pitch is high in the zone, but called strike. 1-2 count to Polanco. Come on, Jorge. Jorge, join the party, bud. I got a new photo here. Trident's up. HD 4K. Let's go. He's like, well, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to hit the home run against the Royals. Okay, Jorge. I got you. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Let's go to the top of the 8th. 8-2 Mariners. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Let's see who's due up here for the Athletics. Next up for the Athletics, 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Second baseman, Abraham Toro. Batting second, 0 for 3 with a K. First baseman, Tyler Nevin. And batting third, 2 for 3, center fielder, J.J. Bleday. All right, Reflect, take it easy, brother. Yeah, I've already been told, for years, because I used to do phone sales for like 20 years. I was working for like Fortune 500 companies, right out of the gates when I was like 17, when I was like a senior in high school. So, I already know I can make money doing sales, but obviously the dream is to, be able to, talk sports and, do this particular dream. And, I've had to make a lot of sacrifices, like sacrificing my Jordan rookie that I had, to be able to afford, the iMac and the speakers and the green screen and the mics and everything else. And, I've been grinding on this for 12 years. This is my 8th year on YouTube. I've been full-time for 3. And, even when, pre-internet, even back in the day when I was in my early teens, people said, hey, this was before podcasting and really like YouTube and whatnot, but it was, hey, you got a TV or radio voice, and so I've done like radio contests type stuff, for like hosting and whatnot. And like, I remember they had one for like Buffalo Wild Wings for one of the local channels here in Oregon for sports. And out of like 500 people, I made the final 10 in their little contest. They were looking for more of a drunk third wheel type of guy that, instead of, someone that actually knows information and whatnot. So the contest was cool that I actually got recognized as one of the best. And this was like before I even started the YouTube channel. But, now 12 years later, I feel I'm definitely more seasoned. I've always been comfortable talking, on the mic, just because when I did phone sales, for years and years and years, almost half my life, I literally talked to any race, of any age, of any person, on the phone, especially when I was, talking to like business owners in New York and Boston, setting them up for cable, internet, and phone at their business. If you can sell and talk to people in New York and Boston who are traditionally very rude and they'll listen to you and buy from you, then you're special and you got something, you got the it factor. So, but obviously this is definitely the dream, and I'm going to continue to do this until I die. Popped up, Abraham Toro lined out, one away. I appreciate it, man. Put in a lot of work. But also, too, if I didn't have significant things happen to me as a young kid, like this, like meeting Ken Griffey Jr. when I was 7, getting the autograph, still having it to this day, and then meeting the best left-handed pitcher, my dad's hero, Sandy Koufax, Dodger legend. If I didn't meet those two people, who knows where I would be today, but that definitely shaped, who I am. Not a lot of people in Oregon and Washington had the pleasure of meeting Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez. Like I said, a lot of people wanted to, but I was just blessed and lucky enough that I was one of those lucky people. I was like the only one at my school, that ever, met guys like that. So it definitely set the groundwork for me, and I've always been a hardcore fan, and hence the name Northwest Sports Fanatics. So top of the 8th, 8-2 Mariners. Tyler Nevin in the box. Cody Bolton on the mound. Oh, I won't. I always remember names. I always remember people. Pitches inside. And he walked him. Come on, Bolton. Nevin goes with a 4-pitch walk. Next up, center fielder J.J. Bleday. Yeah, and also I don't think people realize how hard it is to be able to produce a show on the fly, with all the photos that I'm bringing up as I'm, actually calling the game. Like a lot of people, when they stream, it's just them on the screen. So all they have to do is, hit start stream, and that's it. They just have their background or their room in the background with their like collectibles, so for me, it's like I'm actually producing the show as if, you were watching something on like a broadcast. So it definitely makes it a lot harder and a lot challenging, but I'm always up for a challenge. Plus, it looks cooler to be able to bring up, photos of the players as well as photos of the fans' favorite things. So that way I can interact with you guys. So I've always been a grinder. Always been trying to be original. Top of the 8th, 8-2 Seattle, runner at first, 1 out. 1-1 pitch to J.J. Bleday. Chopper, throw to second, double play. Couldn't get him at first. Next up, left fielder Brent Rooka. But definitely, I'm blessed to be able to have the, voice that I have from the genetics from my mom and my dad. And, because again, there's a lot of people on YouTube and Twitch, but not everyone has a good voice. Some people are popular, but that doesn't mean their voice sounds good, and you want to have a voice that's kind of soothing, that sounds good. And some people have cringy voices, but they're very popular on YouTube and Twitch, or they're a little extra, kind of acting, like everything is crazy. And I refuse to be fake, for subs and views, or to be, over the top. If anything, you have to be yourself and be original. But the sad thing is there's so many fake people that are out there, right? That fake people like watching other fakes, on social media. So, but I refuse to, go down that path. Even if it costs me subs and views and donos, I would rather be authentic and true to myself and know that at the end of the day, we're going to end up making it on our own terms, not someone else's. 2-0 pitch. Yeah, next time we end up doing the Cubs, like I said, follow me on socials. If you have a Twitter/X account or an Instagram, follow my socials and I'll follow you back. And then anytime, if I have a Mariner game that's like a day off, my dad's been a Dodger fan since the 50s, so I could always do a Dodger game if they're on. But if they're not on, I wouldn't be opposed to doing the Cubs. You guys got a phenom Japanese pitcher, Imanaga, who is lights out, right? Back, gone. Big blast. Bolton, you're terrible. 2-run jack, 8-4 Mariners. Good thing we had this big lead. Shows you how important the bullpen really is. Brent Rooker, exit velo, 113.4. We've had some problems with our relievers, and we have no Matt Brash for the whole year. And that's definitely hurting us because that's a guy that normally is our number one after the starter goes out to pitch in the 7th or the 8th or sometimes even the 6th. We haven't had him all year, and he was our best mid-reliever. So we're definitely struggling trying to find the right combination of pieces that can hold it down. But if there was a 2 weak spots, for the Mariners, it's hitting and obviously mid-relievers in the bullpen for sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, like I said, I like watching Cody Bellinger play. Imanaga is a phenom. I like your guys' roster. And again, you and the Brewers are going to be going at it more than likely for the divisional crown. It's still early, you know what I mean? But we'll see. Because obviously we know in the National League, in that Central, it's very competitive. Even though the Cardinals are in last, it seems like with the Pirates and the Cubs and all the teams, you guys are going to be kind of, going up and down with a few different rivals. So I wouldn't mind doing a Cubs game at some point. So let's go to the bottom of the 8th, 8-4 Mariners. So when you end up doing Cubs, right? When you go to like a Cubs live streamer, what does it look like? Like, you know what I mean? Obviously no photos. Right. And I'm not sure, if they actually know what they're talking about, if they have a good voice, if they actually do research or preparation. But, something about me, that I think separates me from a lot of the other streamers is that, every single day, I'm putting in hours of reading and film. And most streamers don't do that, let alone, I have to make thumbnails every day and the prep for each stream and, updating rosters and, going through all that. But again, if you half-ass things, you're going to get half-ass results, and again, to be able to make it on socials, some part of it is luck, and if you can, have certain friends that can help you out, but I didn't have anybody help me. I had to build this from ground zero. So, with absolutely nothing to where I'm at now. So, it's taken a long time, but even though I'm over 20,000 subs, I honestly feel I'm only like 1%. Into my journey, which actually sounds a little crazy, but I feel that with the talent that we have on this channel and with the people that we have that are a part of this channel, I feel that I should be at a higher sub count, to be honest, but I just have to be able to wait my turn, to be able to get, more of the algorithm, but I honestly feel based on all the hard work and all the energy that I put in, being at 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, like that wouldn't be something that would be like that shocking to me. Like I feel that I put in the work to get to those numbers. I'm just going to have to work extra hard to get to that point. But, I have expectations of, I feel that I'm as good as anybody, that does sports and wrestling on YouTube. So yeah, there's going to be some people that have over 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subs, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're better than me. That just means they're more popular than me at this point. So. And I honestly feel if more sports fans and wrestling fans that watch other channels actually just watched me for a stream, I think that we would get a percentage of those people to join our channel, 25% or more. That would be like, hey, this might not be like my number one thing, but it's good enough for a sub, so. Bottom of the eighth, 8-4 Mariners. TJ McFarland in the game for the A's, and Ty France is in the box. 0-1 pitch to Ty. Pitch is low and outside. 1-1 count. I appreciate that, man. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count. And again, I've been doing this for a long time. 12 years, 8 years on YouTube. So, not my first rodeo. But again, it takes time to be able to be comfortable, to be able to call games. It's one thing to react to games, but to be able to call games is different. Throw to first, 1 away. Like, you have to really know all of the, verbiage and language in each sport that you're calling. Basketball, baseball, football, hockey, like the terms that only the sports fans know that are to that sport and whatnot. So. But it also helps, that I've been a sport fanatic and a wrestling fanatic since I was 3 and I'm 42. So that definitely helps as well. Pitch is outside from McFarland to Zavala, 1-0 count. Let's go, Sebi. Sebi Zavala hit a home run in the bottom of the 6th. 2 innings ago. Let's do it again. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Pitch is outside, 3-0 count. All right, we need 2 more people to smash the like button. 1 more person to smash the like button, either from the Twitter/X side to come to YouTube, hit that like button, or someone that hasn't done it that's in the room right now, and then we'll hit the goal on that. We're still behind the 8 ball on the donos, but again, it is Mother's Day, and hopefully next week will be a little bit better. Your boy has got bills to pay. Bottom of the 8th, 8-4 Mariners. 2-2 pitch from McFarland to Urias. Pitch is low and outside, 3-2 count. But I feel like the stuff that I enjoy doing the most is NFL, college football, MLB, and then I like doing watch parties for wrestling, for like WWE. I think those are like probably my favorite things to do. And I don't mind doing NASCAR streams or NHL streams, or the one stream that I think that I don't know that I don't really enjoy as much anymore is NBA. I feel like the NBA isn't as good as it used to be when I was a kid and whatnot. A lot of the players are lazy and they sit out and everyone shoots threes. No one plays defense. So, like, if I had a choice between NHL or NBA when I was a kid, it would have definitely been NBA. That was like my favorite back in the day. But now I would say NBA is probably dead last for me. I think I would rather do NHL, NASCAR, baseball, wrestling. I would rather do anything than the NBA. So, but with that being said, once we get to the NBA Finals, I may end up doing a game or 2. So, Megan in the building. What's good? Julio only has 2. Like I said, he just hit his 2nd home run of the season today. So obviously he's having some issues either with an undisclosed injury or just not really the mechanically hitting the right way. He's chasing a little bit too much, but it sounds like he's finding his groove finally and hitting his 2nd home run of the season earlier today. And then his next at bat right after that, he actually missed the 2nd home run of the day by like 3 inches. So maybe this is a start of a little bit of a hot streak for him. I appreciate that, and the more people that will go out of their way to, support me, again, it's not to be rich. It's only just to be able to pay my bills so I can continue to do this full time. Paying my internet bill so I can continue streaming, paying my cell phone bill so that way I have a phone, just the basic stuff. Double play ball, throw to first. Got him. Appreciate the like and the share, Megan. We got a 4-run lead, end of the 8th inning. Let's go to the top of the 9th. Athletics down by 4, last chance for them. Happy Mother's Day. 2024. And of course, I had to put the little graphic up on the phone. And some streams, will be a little underwhelming, on the dodo. Sometimes we'll end up getting under 50, sometimes even under 20, like today. But also, we're going to have big days where we'll hit 100, 200, 500. And, the biggest stream that we ever had was almost 1,700 on a single stream for like 3 hours. So it just, depends on how many heavy hitters donate at the same time. And, sometimes you can have magical days. So obviously, if you aren't good at your job, no one is going to donate at all, and then other times you just have to wait for people that have the proper finances to, do what they do to be able to support your dreams. And anyone that donates, not only are you supporting me, you're supporting me and my pup. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So you understand, you get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, when you go to a movie, or you subscribe to like Hulu or Netflix, that shit ain't free unless you're borrowing someone's account. So I feel if someone is watching me every day for 3 or 4 hours, not everyone is going to go out of their way to support me. Some people are just going to be looky-loos and they're just going to spy on me, or they're just going to watch me. The biggest compliment you can give a streamer, is to donate to them so that way they can continue to do their dream. And let alone, I did this, part-time with like 2 other jobs. So there would be times where I had 2 jobs or 3 jobs, and I worked really hard. It took me 10 years, to go full-time. And I'm in my 3rd year full time, but of course I'm not making as much money as I would if I had, a sales job. So I'm definitely taking a big hit in money. But again, money isn't always happiness. And being able to do your dreams, if it was easy, everyone would do it. But again, if I have to make, half or a third or a lot less, 60% less than I would if I was doing my sales job, but I'm happy and I can spend more time with my pup, then that's what matters. So. Top of the 9th, 8-4 Mariners. Andres Munoz on the mound. JD Davis in the box. Let's go, baby. JD Davis popped up. Haniger, nice catch. Trident's up, 1 away. Davis lined out to right to Haniger, 1 out. Next up, right fielder, 0 for 3 with a K, Lawrence Butler. I appreciate that, man. Because like I said, I try to throw in as much statistics as I can in every stream, let alone trying to put up all the photos and host all at the same time. Like, you're not seeing people that are calling baseball games, clicking buttons for graphics on the screen while they're calling the game. And that's essentially what I'm doing. But again, I've always been a really good multitasker. I did phone sales for big companies for 20 years of my life. So it's like, I know how to navigate the internet and different computer screens, and I can multitask with the best of them. But still, I don't think people really realize like what it takes and what I do, on a regular basis, how many screens I'm looking at once to be able to give you guys a stream on the daily. Zavala cradled the baseball, but couldn't get the throw to first. Butler with a little single there. Hopefully we can get a double play to be able to end this game. Butler safe at first for a fielding error by Sebi Zavala. Come on, Sebi. Focus, bud. Next up, 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Shortstop, Max Schumann. But also, I think, doing phone sales for 20 years definitely prepared me to do, social media for like YouTube, just because, knowing all of the, necessary secrets, but, how to have voice inflection and, how to be able to talk and, have that type of voice and, to go up and down and, to be able to find that range that sounds good. And obviously, if you've ever done sales face-to-face or over the phone, there's going to be different techniques on how to be able to talk to people and to be able to host. So definitely that has given me an edge, I feel, over all other YouTubers that are, doing sports and wrestling for sure. Top of the ninth, 8-4 Seattle. Runner at first, one away with an error from Sebi Zavala. Max Schumann in the box with a 2-0 count. Dribbler to first. Double play ball. One. And that's the ball game, baby. Trident's up, baby. Final score, Mariners 8, Oakland A's 4. Bang, baby. Let's go. Nice job, Munoz. And when the Mariners win, what do we do? We'll show the Mariner Moose, right? But we got something else that we do as well. We dance, baby. Final score, Seattle Mariners 8, Oakland A's 4. Mariners win, Mariners win, Mariners win. And I'll be back here tomorrow, obviously, for a 3-game set with the Kansas City Royals. Happy Mother's Day 2024. So just to go over the time slot. So we will be live tomorrow versus the Royals at 6:30 on Monday. On Tuesday, we'll be live at 6:30 Pacific. And then on Wednesday, the rubber match will be live at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. And I appreciate Megan with that like and the share. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Hope you guys end up having a fantastic Mother's Day. I got to end up taking Paisley here on another walk. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. Let me hear. I'm going to squeeze a couple photos because I told Matt I was going to squeeze in a couple Taylor Swift photos for him because he loves a little Tay-Tay. So let me squeeze in a couple photos for you because I told you I would. And then we'll end the stream here in probably like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm a man of my word. And I got to go take Paisley on another walk. Probably go shoot hoops at my park down the road from my house that I grew up at. Get some threes in, get some free throws in, and then me and Paisley can go for a nice walk out there. Enjoy this beautiful weather, 80-degree weather here in Oregon. Get Matt, the lead mod, to drool here for a little bit. His infatuation with Taylor Swift is at an all-time high. But again, if you are, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I mean, Taylor Swift is pretty much for everyone, but, a good chunk of the fan base is definitely in their 20s. Even though, you're going to get people of all ages that are fans of hers. But I feel like a lot of the fanatical fans are definitely going to be the younger generation, 10 to 20, 20 to 25. That's another thing I like to be able to do for people too. Whatever their favorite thing is. Usually on donos, we'll throw up, a favorite thing of whoever. Favorite team, favorite player, favorite artist, favorite rapper, favorite car, favorite food, whatever it may be. You'd be really surprised on, what a photo will do. It's almost like watching a favorite show or a favorite movie or listening to a favorite song. Something triggers you when you end up seeing something that you love. So that's why, as like a collector, I surround myself around a lot of my collectibles because it makes me happy. Same thing that for Megan as well in Australia. Taylor Swift starts to date Julio. Well, he's already in a pickle now with obviously Travis Kelce, so we'll see if that ends up lasting long term or not. Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Again, I'll be live tomorrow, at 6:30 Pacific for a 3-game set with the Kansas City Royals going to Seattle to face the Mariners. Happy Mother's Day 2024. Shout out to all the people that were watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Shout out to all the people that donated, commented, shared. Stand Up Rivera, Matt, Megan, Reflect. Love you guys. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Okay.